On KSMO.
Welcome to Tiger Talk. Stan Stevens, Coach Philip Carr, coach the Salem Lady Tigers, who had a pretty nice schedule going into the weekend of getting prepared for district play, had those games washed out by the weather, and now all of a sudden it's been over a week since we played, and we take on an old foe in St. James today in the first round of district play.
Yeah, it's not exactly ideal what you want to occur right before district. You know, that's kind of why we like to play in a rival tournament, to pick up several games right there and hopefully get a lot of at-bats and better prepare your team for what's about to occur. So, but, you know, we can't control Mother Nature, and you know, I tried to get a couple teams to come to Salem on Saturday, but we had an iffy forecast on Saturday, so Owensville and Bell, I was trying to get them to come over so we get a couple games, and they elected not to come because of the forecast. And so, you know, we tried to get some kind of at-bats beforehand, and it just didn't happen. So, you know, we're going to have to adjust quickly, and, you know, we'll see more velocity out of St. James pitcher than we've seen for probably a week and a half. So, and that's not what you want, but of course, you know, we do have a pitching machine, and we took some live at bats. So, you know, we're hoping that we're not too rusty.
One of the things about going into this game, Coach, there's not going to be a lot of surprises to St. James because you've already seen these girls play a couple times. And so this game today, it just kind of continues this rivalry between these two teams. But now this one means a lot more than the games played earlier this season.
It does. It doesn't matter what the record is up to this point. You know, they're a senior-dominated team. I believe, if I'm right, I think they have 8 seniors on their club, and 7 of them start. So, you know, those girls aren't going to want it to be their last game. And what we've played them 3 times. So, obviously, I'm pretty familiar with, you know, the girls on their team that likes to hit the opposite field, and the girls that like to pull the ball, and you know, but your pitcher still got to throw it in the correct location to make that tough for them to do. They've got a really solid middle of the order. You know, I found out that if you do a good job against, you know, their 2, 3, 4, which is that way with anybody really, it makes gives us a lot better possibility. They have a lot of power in the 2, 3, 4 slot, so. You know, we got to make sure that if they get a hit, we can hold them to a single, and you know, in the game we lost, they hit several doubles in the gap. So, you know, that's something we got to stay away from.
One of the things about the game today being played at Sullivan, Coach, maybe a lot of our Lady Tigers haven't seen much this year. And, of course, you know, we don't play a lot of games on turf, but this is a turf, and this could be a bit of a wet turf today, which changes even those conditions more.
It does, and the ball's going to scoot and skip, and kind of like when you throw a rock, try to skip a rock on top of water, it doesn't come up much, and slides really quick, and sometimes even gain speed when it's hit hard. So it's going to be different, you know, whereas, you know, St. James plays Sullivan and Union, who both have turf fields in their conference, and so they get a little bit of experience on it, more than we do here. But, you know, you get – as long as, you know, what I'm kind of concerned about, you know, they have a slap hitter, Paulus, who, you know, hits a lot of dink singles and's got good speed. And you know, if you can pound it into the turf hard enough, you know, it can, even if you play tight, it'll bounce over your head. So, you know, you get a lot of high hops on turf, which makes you you got to really attack the ball when it comes up high, or you're going to have to rush your throw. But you know, they have to play the same conditions as we do, and for the most part, you know, it's just about making a decision to come in and get it before it gets you on that second bounce, or laying back and making sure you get a long hop. So, you know, I thought our infield was pretty hard. We wanted it that way yesterday, and we took a lot of ground balls, and I pounded a lot of them into the in the hard ground at practice, and hopefully it was it'll help us simulate what the turf's going to do.
One of the things that does change when you go from, like, we have a dirt infield to a turf infield is the spin on the ball. And you were talking about it picking up speed, but when you tie and bunch, sometimes you have backspin on it. And, the girls want to get out there because on dirt it's going to hit, spin, but maybe only come back maybe 2 feet. On this turf, it's going to come back 10, 15 feet, and you can let a ball like that go foul. They have to use a little bit more intelligence now because these conditions are totally different than playing on dirt.
Yeah, they are. And times this year we fielded the ball right on the line that I thought would have been foul, and it's one of those deals where you have to make a decision as a fielder that if I do field it, I have no chance of throwing them out because it's a good bunt. So why pick it up? You might as well let it roll and see what happens. And we didn't do that. So it's something that we'll definitely be talking about on the turf. That it's hard to kill a bunt on the turf. And you're right. And your catcher has got to really bounce out there quick, because if it's got good backspin, it's gonna come back to her and away from your charging fielders. So it's key. We're hoping that I've really been happy with our bunting overall the second half of the season, much more so than the first half. So hopefully, if it's been a pretty good ball game every time we played St. James, and hopefully we execute that part of the game better than they do, and because it could be the difference in the ball game.
One of the things we've often talked about when we play on turf, and whether it be Salem baseball or Salem softball, is making contact. And if you make contact on the turf, because it can be very quick today, just your typical ground ball that you're used to seeing that you might be able to reach by going to your left or to your right, it's going to shoot by you. And it can change the entire way, shape, and form of the game. And then your outfielder's got to be on top of it because they've got to charge that ball to keep people from taking an extra base. So the whole dynamic of playing on a turf field, Coach, changes. And as we already mentioned, Salem doesn't play on turf fields. That's not something you just pick up in a 15-minute warm-up prior to a game, can you?
No. And, like Lexi, that's another thing that we'll be talking to her about today is Lexi's got a good arm, but she really likes to play right in the base path. And, whereas today on turf, I think it'd be a good idea for her to play a couple steps back because of the way the ball's going to take off. And she's got the arm to throw from back there anyway, but, it's something she's not used to. She likes to play tight, come and attack stuff, and she's going to have a little bit longer throw today, but I know she's going to get to more balls or have a better opportunity to get more balls if we scoot her back a couple steps. Unless, of course, we're trying to make a play at the plate.
Sure.
But it's something she's not going to be accustomed to. But you're right. The fact that it's turf, no doubt, changes some of your defensive dynamics and how do you have to move people around and adjust and the coaching staff, myself and Natalie, we're just going to have to talk to the girls more about move back a little bit, move up more than we probably would have to on dirt because. Dirt's pretty similar no matter where you go unless it's got a high sand content like East Carter and you can't even move at all. But, we're hoping that we make the correct adjustments and like I said, get the middle of the order out and I like our chances.
When you start talking about the softball season, it is so compact. And, some people look back and say, well, you start in August and you finish basically the first week of October, which you compact in a lot of games. So the girls get into a routine of playing 3 or 4 games a week. Coach, you've been off 7 days. You got Addie Conkle coming back, and she didn't pitch that last game because you had a freshman on the mound doing a pretty good job. But Addie's going to come back in today. 7 days off, Coach. I mean, you kind of get out of that routine, and it can kind of throw you for a couple innings, can't it?
It can, and Addie does a really good job when she throws her changeup for a strike, and she's keeping the ball down. And I can't help but be concerned. She's done a good job for us this year, but obviously with that kind of layoff and an injury where she couldn't even throw sets off to the side, because we had to let her heal. It it makes you wonder. What we can have happen is Addie getting the ball up today, and Addie's not a strikeout pitcher. She'll get a few a game, and we have to play good defense behind her. But at the same time, this is a team that's got definitely more team power than we have, and we got to keep the ball down because we can't give up those extra base hits. And obviously, as you know, walks kill you. So hopefully, if she comes out not being dead on, it doesn't take her long to figure it out and get the ball back down. And that's pretty much what's going to have to be done. St. James, one of the keys of us beating them 2 out of 3 times is their pitcher has always walked more Addie in the game, and we've kind of benefited from some free runs, which obviously as a coach I've talked to my team about that. We can't afford to be impatient and go up there hacking at the first pitch all the time because this St. James pitcher's young. She's a sophomore, but she's the type of pitcher that might throw you a strike on the first pitch and then 4 straight balls. So you can't go up there thinking that first one's always the best one kind of mentality. And we're going to have to work her and make her throw.
All right, Coach. Well, the very best of luck today against St. James Tigers in district play. Good luck, Coach, at Sullivan.
All right. Thank you, Stan.
Stay tuned. Lady Tiger District Softball. It is next.
Thank you, Stan. That has been Tiger Talk with Coach Philip Carr. Stay tuned for Salem Tigers softball.
Hi, I'm Bob Kingsley, and this weekend on CT40, Keith Urban is going to be here to talk about his album, Graffiti You. Sounds to me like Keith had a very unique approach to this one.
It's so fun, and it comes from just being a musician. We play, and we play in an ensemble, and as a musician, what you really want to do is riff. You want to riff with somebody on stage. Someone throw you a solo, and you got to, okay, what am I going to do? There's no thinking. There's just reacting to the moment. And that, to me, was what making this record felt like, just reacting to the moment.
Keith Urban's Never Coming Down song, and, of course, the rest of the 40 hottest hits on the radio this weekend, right here.
Did you know there's a community health center in Rolla that offers medical, dental, and behavioral health? Your community health center is focused on you. We offer high-quality, patient-centered care to everyone in our community. From dental cleanings to back-to-school physicals, your community health center is here for your family. To schedule your next appointment, call 573-426-6718 for the dental clinic and 573-426-4455 for medical. Building your community, your health.
It's time for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio, AM 1340, and also online at KSMORadio.com. Salem Tiger Sports is proudly brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, K&H Auto Supply, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Town and Country Bank, Fairground Auto Plaza, Your Community Health, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem Farm Equipment, Knight Auto Care, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Fleming Variety, the City of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, Larson Collision Center and Rental Cars, Tax Masters, Common Grounds Bistro, Farmers Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Haven Motors, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Whitaker Building Supply, Victor Heating and Cooling, Quick Tan, VIP Real Estate, Rainbow Siding, SBU of Salem, Dr. Emmett Reary, DOC, Mowbray Excavating, D&D Supply, American Family Insurance, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Now, Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio and online at KSMORadio.com.
At KSMO Radio 1340 AM, hometown radio station. We're getting ready for district play between the Salem Tigers and the St. James Lady Tigers. These two teams have matched up 3 times this year, with Salem winning 1 and St. James 2. And this is the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark. Hi, I'm Stan Stevens, bringing you district softball here. Got so many sports going on in the fall. I almost said volleyball, but this is softball. And today the Salem Tigers and the St. James Tigers will meet for the fourth time this year. Salem with a 2-1 lead in games. St. James won the first game 11-7. And then the Tigers have won the last two. So this should be a very interesting game. These two teams know each other very well. They started out the season playing each other, and for one of these two teams, their season will end today as well. This is the only game today. Tomorrow there'll be two games, with Osage and West Plains playing at 6, and the Lady Eagles of Sullivan facing the winner of this game at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon. Well, the cold front is starting to come through. You see some jackets and sweatshirts out here today instead of the shirt sleeve shirts we've been seeing for most of the season. And so we're about ready to get this one underway. After all the rain, the field is a little bit damp, but for the most part in very good shape. This is a turf field. For the infield and the outfield, it's not too bad, actually. It was out there, and the girls should have good enough footing to get around. And it's going to be a good fit for both teams today. Again, the infield will be a little bit quicker. For the Salem Lady Tigers and the St. James Lady Tigers, here are the starting lineups for the Lady Tigers of St. James. It'll be Hunter Pitts leading it off. They are the visitors today and should be playing shortstop. Shelby Quick will be in center field. She'll bat second. Michaela Donnelly will be catching, batting third. Bailey Ambrose will do the pitching. She will be in the cleanup spot. Audrey Marcy will be playing first base, batting fifth. The designated player will be Alyssa Doris, and she'll be batting number 6. Mackenzie Brennan will be in left field, batting 7th. Abby Walton will be at second base, batting 8th. And Scout Paulus will be batting 9th. She'll be playing third base. Emily Butts is the flex player playing right field today. For the Salem Tigers, doing the pitching today will be Addie Conkle. She'll be caught by Brooke Adams. At first base will be Reggie Parks. At second, Nina Howard. At third base, it's Denise Stoner. At shortstop, Alexi Woolman. In center field, Chloe Bonner. In right field, Bella Jadwin. And out in left field, it's Malia Terrell. Designated player today for the Salem Tigers is Tatum Patridge. Right now, the singing of our national anthem.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly shown, and the rockets rattled, the bombs bursting in out, came through the night, that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
Very good job with the national anthem right here at the Sullivan Ballpark, the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark, with a wind today because of the change in temperatures now is blowing almost directly out to left center and center. Occasionally it'll go out to left field, but it has been blowing fairly brisk. We have had a few gusts up to about 18 miles an hour, so that could help a high fly ball actually leave the ball yard today. So that's another consideration today, that we haven't really had too much wind in most games this year, but today will be an exception to that rule. So both teams' outfielders are going to have to be on their toes, as that ball may get affected by the wind. Purcell Farms is proud to be a supporter of the Salem Tigers, wishing them the very best this year. Go Big Blue from Purcell Farms. And Conway Construction can handle all of your construction needs, building a new home, if you're renovating a home, if you're adding on a room. Maybe you're putting on a new roof, a concrete, a new walk in front of your house or a deck, siding, tile, hardwood floors. They can do it all. No job is too small. For Conway Construction, LLC, call Randy 247-6468 and Jake 247-4174. Salem Tigers come into this game with a 7-11 record. St. James coming in not quite as good with a 6-15 record. But as I mentioned, these two teams have seen each other 3 times already this year. We're about ready to get this one underway. Addie Conkle's gotten her warm-up pitches in. The Tigers are congregating on the pitching rubber there and in the pitching circle. So Conkle's ready to go, and it will be Hunter Pitts to lead things off. St. James in their white uniforms. They have the red socks, and they have their black and white striped jerseys with the white letters, which is kind of interesting, and they are surrounded by red. Salem in the navy blue jerseys with the Carolina blue sleeves and shoulder caps, and the white pants, and the navy, the Carolina blue belts. First pitch is swing and a miss to Hunter Pitts, and we're underway on KSMO Radio and Fidelity Local 6. Glad to have you. The next pitch is a little bit low. That's 1-1. Tigers straight away leave a little bit of left center for Pitts. Interesting to see that the outfielders are playing on the infield dirt for baseball, which is just all turf here. That's not real dirt. That's just turf. There's a ground ball foul towards the St. James dugout. Hope we're going to enjoy the game. The sun is out. The skies haven't totally cleared up. Still got a few clouds out there, but the clouds are moving quickly. But the sun is affecting the left side of the infield and the outfield already, coming down over the horizon. Conkle, the 1-2 pitch, coming home to Pitts. Here it is, way high and outside. Addie's been fighting a little problem with her leg. Has not pitched in over a week. And she's back on the rubber for the Lady Tigers. The sign from Brooke Adams, and here it comes. Their little pop fly straight up in the air right at Conkle, and she's got it. So Pitts pops it out to the pitcher for the first out of the game. And standing in will be Shelby Quick. She's the center fielder for the St. James Tigers. Remember, the winner of this game will face Sullivan tomorrow at 4:30 right here at the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark. Uncle ready, so is Quick. And the pitch comes home, swing and a miss on a little tailing fastball. Conkle's best pitches are her fastball, which is just a little above average, and then her changeup is really a great out pitch for her. She does have a little bit, I'll just say, of like a cutter or a cut pitch. That's a changeup hit right back at Addie. Goes it high, but Reggie Parks brings it down, and there's 2 down. Quick went for that changeup, got off the end of the bat, 1-3 on the foot out, and Michaela Donnelly will stand in. Quickly 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Donnelly doing the catching today. He waits for her first pitch from Addie Conkle. Here it comes. And that's just a little bit low. St. James comes in with quite a few seniors on their team. They have 8. I counted correctly. The 1-0 pitch comes in on the outside corner for a strike. I think it's 8 seniors. Most of those are starting today, by the way. And the pitch. Line drive down the right field side. It is a fair ball in the corner. Bella Jadwin gets it back in and holds Donnelly to a single. That's a good play by Jadwin. That ball was right on the line. And a base hit by Michaela down the right side. Standing in will be Bailey Ambrose. Ambrose has some pop. Under first base. 2 down. We're in the top of the first inning. And the pitch from Conkle. Runner gets a good lead. Trying to get Brooke Adams to look down there. Finally, when the Salem Tigers played last time, when they opened the season, was walked a couple of times and got a base hit. Pitch comes in, a little bit low. Runner trying to steal, throw to second base. He's there. Donnelly in with a stolen base. That was one of those change-ups. When the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, the runner can then leave the bag. And she made it by plenty. So in scoring position is Michaela Donnelly. Ambrose waits the pitch. Ground ball foul down the third base side. And Stoner grabs it and throws it back to Conkle. Tigers, again, straight away for the most part for this hitter. They do leave just a little bit of left center as Bonner plays off a little bit to the right side out in center field. And a pitch. Pop fly back and out of play. Another changeup had Ambrose out in front. Temporary fence is in the outfield. You may see what looks like a rope fence. That's kind of the way it is with mesh. And a pitch. Fastball not there. And then a stolen base again by Donnelly. High fastball outside, and Donnelly took advantage of an opportunity to take second or third base. And she's there with two down. That's big for a wild pitch or an error. St. James trying to get on top. A 3-2 pitch comes home to Ambrose, and a high pop-up on the infield. Called for by Howard, and she makes the catch to retire the side. Two pop-ups in the inning, and a base hit given up, a couple of stolen bases, and one left. So no runs, a hit, no errors, one left. A half inning has gone by. The St. James Tigers no score, and the Salem Tigers coming to bat. You're listening to District Softball on KSMO Radio and watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Saving lives deserves a first-rate reward and at Fairground Auto Plaza. If you're a firefighter, police officer, EMT, paramedic, or a 911 dispatcher, the GM First Responder Discount gives special pricing on eligible Chevrolets, Buicks, and GMC vehicles such as cars, SUVs, crossovers, mid-size vehicles, light and heavy-duty pickups, and even passenger and cargo vans. It's Fairground's way of saying thank you for service that makes a difference. Find out more at Fairground Auto Plaza in Rolla, where Chevy finds new roads.
Right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, you can save on CRC Mass Airflow Sensor Cleaner for $5.99. True wireless earbuds with recharging case for only $29.99. Napa Full Synthetic Motor Oil, $18.99 for the 5-quart jug or $3.99 a quart. And 3M Quick Repairs for $3.99. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store, 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
We go to the bottom of the first inning, Salem Tigers and St. James Tigers. And we do want to pass on, for those who are trying to watch on Fidelity Local 6, you might be joining us on KSMO or online at ksmradio.com. They are having a few technical difficulties on the TV side, but it is streaming live. So if you want to go to fidelitycommunications.com on the Fidelity Communications website, go to the Ozark region and click on it. You can watch the game on your computer, and you're going to get the game. But until they can get somebody to help them out, they're having a few issues right now with the television side. So they hope to get that corrected promptly so we can get this game on for you. Hey, D&D Supplies and Service, right across from Whitaker Building Supplies, can handle your welding needs. They do fabrication on big trucks, tractors, loaders, and so much more. If you have a need for their services, call D&D Supplies and Services at 729-2777. Route supporter of the Salem Tigers. So Denise Stoner will lead things off. She plays third base for Salem. Stoner, right-handed batter, gets in. A lot of these girls you'll see will get up right up against the plate. Stoner is kind of one that crowds it a little bit, but not right on top of it. And the first pitch is a little bit low. Bailey Ambrose on the hill for St. James, brings it. And there's a line drive right at the third baseman, Scout Paulus, and there's one down. Soft liner, but one out quickly for the Salem Tigers. And Lexi Woolman will stand in. Lexi playing shortstop today for the Salem Tigers. Have a few seniors. Lexi will be one of those that'll be moving on. Brooke Adams, another. That's really it. It's a young team. It's to Lexi, a line drive foul. Got out in front on the change. And they'll chase that ball down the left field line, get it back into play. Nice afternoon here in Sullivan. Not too hot today. It has cooled down drastically. And a pitch to Woolman. A nice curveball on the outside edge. And it's 1-2. Ambrose painted that black on the outside corner. Next pitch. Lexi fouls it straight back. Just over top of the press box. If all your family hair care needs, perms, cuts, color, and more, it's Looking Glass Salon in Salem. Call Candy or Kathy to make an appointment or just walk in. They're always welcome. That's your friends at Looking Glass Salon. 729-3278 at 802C South Main Street, a proud supporter of your Lady Tigers. That pitch a little bit low to Lexi. And Ambrose ready, brings it home. That one's high and inside. 3-2. They give Woolman a whole bunch of room in right center and down the right field line. There's a lot of room out there. And the pitch, Lexi fouls it down the left field line and out of play, out down towards the track area here at Sullivan. Way out in front on that changeup. See what Ambrose has in mind here. And the 3-2, and a high fly ball down the left field line. It's deep, and it is foul. That was home run distance. And with the wind blowing out today, that gave it about an extra 5 feet. But it was fouled by about 10. Lexi got all of that one, but hit it foul. Still 3-2. And everything has so far been pulled. It wouldn't surprise me to see something on the outside edge here, maybe off speed. And the pitch, high fly ball foul again down the left field line, way out of play. And while you're down there, young lady, get the next one. Needing some softballs here. No score here on the bottom of the first inning, one down. And the 3-2 pitch to Woolman. Inside and low, ball 4. Lexi draws a walk. Standing in will be Nina Howard. Howard playing second base today. St. James infield in the first and third. Howard takes a strike right down the middle. And a right-handed batter gets back in the front part of that batter's box. Again, about 8 inches off the plate. It's a high pop fly down the right side. That might be trouble, and it falls in between and bounces up. They have the play at second base. Can't get the force out, so it'll be a single for Howard. A ball that fell in between Abby Walton and the right fielder coming in. Trying to get there was Emily Butts, and the ball fell in between, bounced up, and kind of hit the side of the head of Butts and laid there. They couldn't get the force on Woolman at second base, so Brooks Adams will stand in. Brooke playing the catching position all season long and has an RB opportunity here. Ball gets away, and the runners are going to move up. That just snuck right between the legs of Michaela Donnelly, and then the throw back got away from Ambrose, but no further advancement. That pitch hit the turf in front of Donnelly. There's no dirt here, so that ball hits the turf. It just skips. That one got between her legs. Back to the screen. The 1-0. That one's right on the lower part of the strike zone on the inside edge. Good pitch by Ambrose. 1-1 on Brooke Adams. Salem with a chance to score here. Runners at second and third, one down. Pitch comes over to Brooke, and a line drive to right center. That's going to gap him and bring home 2. Brooke Adams going for second base. To throw there. Nobody's at the bag. And a 2-run double for Brooke Adams. She plugged the gap. And the Tigers get a 2-0 lead from Salem. And Reggie Parks will stand in. So I believe we will have a pinch runner. Andrea Bray will do the running. So Reggie will stand in. 2-0 Salem. Walk, it came back to hurt. And Brooke Adams absolutely found the gap in right center. One hopped it off the fence. But by the time that Shelby Quick could get it back in, both Salem Tiger runners had scored. Parks will stand in. 2-0 Salem. I'm the first inning to pitch to Reggie. It's just a little bit low, ball one. Bailey Ambrose on the hill for St. James. She brings it. And that's a strike on the inside corner. And the next pitch. That's a strike. Pitch again, low, gets away, and there goes Bray down to third base. That ball hit right at the plate, came up and escaped Donnelly. And it's 2-2 to Reggie Parks. So another wild pitch. And here it comes in the dirt. And the pitch comes home. Change up high, ball four. Go down to third base. And actually, Audrey Marcy is actually on the hill. Excuse me. And Ambrose down right field. So I'm sorry about that. They changed what they told me earlier today and went with a different lineup, but that's okay. We're all here. 2-0 Salem. Runners at first and third. One strike pitch coming in to Chloe Bonner. And that's in first strike. Bonner back in. That's the freshman. Again, they give right center field to her, and she pops it up on the infield. And the ball is caught there by the second baseman. And that's going to be Scout Paula. Standing in, Tatum Hatridge as Bonner pops out. Pitch coming home, that's high. I think we got everything worked out now here. First and third, the pitch, that's high again, ball three. Couple of walks already in this inning. Salem has plated two. First and third, Bray at third base. Parks down at first. Attridge, designated player, takes it high, ball four. 3 walks, and Addie Conkle will come to the plate. Audrey Marcy trying to find that strike zone, struggling right now. Here comes the pitch. Uncle takes it just a little bit low. Ball one. 2-run double by Brooke Adams has played to 2. The Tigers have loaded the bases. There's 2 down for Conkle. And the pitch. It's low. Nice block there. Throw to third base. And back in time is Bray. As Donnelly went down and made that block. It's a 2-0 count. And Audrey Marcy, the junior, trying to find that strike zone. Here comes. That's in the dirt. Knocked down nicely by Donnelly. It's 3-0. No place to put Addie. Conkle gets back in. 3-0 count. Bases loaded. And the pitch comes home. Way high, ball four, and it's 3-0. An RBI walk by Addie Conkle. So Bray comes home. Parks down to third. Salem Hatteridge down to second base, and Conkle will go to first, and now Bella Jadwin will stand in. So pinch runner goes in for Conkle. And Cecilia Reed will be running at first base for Salem. So Reed running for Conkle at first base. Two down. Tigers have tallied 3. Marcy ready. Started to pitch. The umpire wasn't there. That doesn't usually work. Goes back and grabs the rosin bag, puts it back down. First pitch to Jadwin. In first strike on the inside corner. Salem leading it 3-0. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Bases loaded, 2 out. It's just a little bit high with a fastball. It's a good pitch, but Marcy did not get the call. And the next one coming home, a foul back and over the screen and into the bleachers here at Sullivan. It's surrounded by aluminum bleachers. For St. James, they will have Marcy, Doris, and Brennan in the second inning. The pitch, it hit, almost hit her. Really close to hitting. Jadwin didn't hit her. I thought it was going to dink her just in the shoulder, but she pulled back just in time. The 2-2 pitch, high ball 3. Runners at first, second, and third. 3 runs in. A 3-2 pitch, 2 down. And the bottom of the first inning, here comes. All 4 high. Another RBI walk for the Salem Tigers as Reggie Parks comes in. Salem with now 4 walks in this last 5 batters and 5 walks in the inning. Pop fly single by Nina Howard, which probably should have been caught, and then a ringing double by Brooke Adams, the only legitimate hit for Salem, and they lead it 4-0 here in this, the first inning. Haven Motors at 205 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard has been providing services for 4 generations to people in Salem and Dent County. Their mission is to offer you a clean, quality, reliable car or truck at a very affordable price. So stop by and try trading with Haven. Haven Motors, 205 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, or call 729-8100, 729-8100. Kayla Donnelly back behind the plate. We're back to the top of the order. Salem Tigers have batted around. As Audrey Marcy brings it home. A strike on the outside corner. Not very deep for Denise Stoner, who's at the plate. No place to put her. The bases are loaded. The pitch, that's high, ball 1. 1-1. At third base, Hatteridge. At second base, it's Cecilia Reed. That's down at first base, Bella Jadwin. The pitch, high, ball 2. Winner goes on, loser goes home. The season comes to an end for one of these teams today. By now, Salem with a 4-0 lead. There's a line drive down the left field line, and it's going to be foul. Owner got around on that changeup, pulled it just a little bit foul. At the 2-2 count. And the pitch comes home. A little pop fly. And it's going to be up against the screen. Nice play by Donnelly. She goes right back up against the screen to make the catch on the pop foul by Stoner. Great play by Michaela Donnelly. But the Salem Tigers scored 4 runs on 2 hits. No errors, and there was 3 girls left. We have now played a 1 inning here at Sullivan. Score, the Salem Lady Tigers 4, St. James nothing. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Salem Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio and District Softball on Fidelity Local 6.
At the Bank of Salem, keeping your account safe and secure is our highest priority. We're adding text fraud alerts as part of our debit card protection program. If Shazam, our debit card processor, suspects fraudulent activity on your debit card, you may be alerted via text message or phone call. Ask a Bank of Salem employee today. Remember, we will never request card or account information via text, phone, or email. The Bank of Salem, putting our customers first since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Come and see Country Mart Pharmacy in Salem on Highway 3272 East, where right now with a new or transferred prescription, you could receive a $5 gift card to use on your future shopping trips. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Country Mart Pharmacy in Salem help you today with any questions you might have. Stop by Highway 3272 East or call them at 729-4091 in Salem. Country Mart Pharmacy, here to help you save.
Welcome back to the top of the second inning. The first pitch by Conkle, change up inside. That is to Audrey Marcy. Marcy, Doris, and Brennan here for St. James, who trail it 4-0. Pitch outside with a fastball, 2-0. Tigers in at third. Really halfway at short and second for Marcy as the pitch comes home. Way outside, ball 3. Clark a little concerned with Addie not having pitched in over 7 days. Might be a little rusty, and right now she's struggling to find a strike zone, and ball 4 on 4 pitches after getting a 4-0 lead. Marcy draws the walk, and standing in will be Alyssa Doris, the first baseman. So Doris will stand in from the right side. She cheeps right up on top of that plate. Her feet are almost on the batter's box white line. Marcy at first. Pitch to Doris. Here comes. A little bit low. Ball 1. As Marcy was getting the attention of Brooke Adams. Came up ready to throw that ball. Howard cheating close to second base. Big hole on that right side. The pitch. That's a strike. Good fastball. 1-1 to count. We're in the top of the second inning. 4-0 Salem Tigers on top. As Kunkel brings it, trying to bunt the ball. Nice job done, and that's going to be a base hit. And going to third base, or trying to, and the throw is not in time, is Marcy. She did a great job. She was running. Doris got a bunt base hit. Marcy down the third, and she is there first and third, nobody out. That's a heck of a bunt, and Mackenzie Brennan will stand in. She's the designated player. I want to remind everybody, if you're trying to watch the game on Fidelity Local 6 TV. We're having some technical difficulties there, but we are streaming the game on FidelityCommunications.com on the TV side there. You can stream it to your computer and see it there. They are working on getting that problem solved. Line drive foul on the first pitch to Mackenzie Brennan. We'll have that problem corrected quickly. Still working on that. 4-0 Salem, but St. James threatening here in this second inning. Uncle looks at first. Looks in, gets the sign, brings it, and throw down to third base, and out! They got her out. They picked off Marcy as she came down the line. As Brooke Adams fired it down the Stoner, she put the tag on, and the first out recorded. That's a big play. 2-5 on the putout. Doris down to second base. And the pitch. And there's a ground ball towards Woolman at short. Right through her legs. And a run's going to come in to score. Throw comes home, but it's not in time as it actually hits the runner coming in. The Doris will score on the error by Woolman. E6 right through her legs. And down to second on the throw is Brennan. And Abby Walton will stand in. It's 4-1. Ball was not hit hard. And Woolman may have been trying to throw that ball before she had it, and it went right between the wickets. 4-1 our score. The pitch, a swing and a miss on a straight change by Abby Walton. She was way out in front. Big gap up the middle as Howard and Woolman are both played into the holes on short and second. Shallow in center, though, is Bonner, and she's got a gun. The pitch, swing and a miss by Walton. Scout Paulus is on deck. St. James has dented the scoreboard with a couple of hits here. I should say a hit and a walk and an error. And the pitch, a swing and a miss. Walton down on strikes. First strikeout for Skunkel. And Addie needed one right there. Got a good pickoff from Brooke Adams down to Stoner to get Marcier. This game would have been 4-2. Paula stands in. She likes to slap that ball. See what she does here. Bunt or slap it. Here it comes. She tries to bunt it and missed. Fouled it back, actually. Foul strike. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. It'll be Lexi Woolman, Nina Howard, and Brooke Adams for Salem, who scored 4 runs in the first inning on just 2 hits. Now pinch runner is going to go in over at second base. That's going to be Emily Butt, I believe. Saw the number correctly. Here's Paulus waiting, and the pitch going to set down to third base, and in there easily. That is Butts. So a stolen base. It's runner at third base now. Tatum was really cheating in on Paulus. She just likes to slap that ball, and right now she could push that through the right side. And she tries to bunt, bunts it foul, and it's 1-2. Paulus is quick. Does not have much strength. Infield is just behind the bases, not very deep at all. Uncle looks in for the sign from Adams. The 1-2 pitch. Here it comes, way outside. That's 2-2. That's the flex player out there at third base. Uncle nods yes to Brooke, and here it comes. Ball hitter. Ball hit Paulus, and she'll go down to first base. Came up and in. So it'll be first and third at the top of the order for Hunter Pitts. So Hunter drive in 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 here. Remember, the wind is blowing out to left center. A high fly ball up in the wind here at Sullivan could get a little assistance and jump right on out of here. Tigers in at first and third, halfway at second and short. Sun being a little issue in Lexi Woolman's eyes as well as left field. And the runner takes second base without a throw on the steal easy by Scout Paulus. So a base hit brings in 2 here. Then with a 4-1 lead, got 4 in the bottom of the first. But St. James trying to chip away. There's a high fly ball in the left field. Going back. Terrell going back. She misses it. That Sun bothering her. 2 runs are going to score. It's 4-3. I just mentioned that Sun is dangerous out there. That ball got pretty deep. And Malia Terrell out there, you could see she was battling the Sun. I don't think she ever really saw that ball. And it falls for a 2-run double. And so it's a 4-3 ball game. Two RBIs for Pitts, and the pitch comes home, and there's a foul back to Shelby Quick. She could tie it with a base hit here. So it looked like a big inning for Salem in the bottom of the first. St. James has responded. Kid batsman on Scout Paulus really hurt on a 2-strike pitch. But the error by Woolman makes all these runs unearned. And the pitch just missed outside. 1-1 the count. 2 down. Pitch comes home, and it's low, gets away. Runner taking third base. Throw down there way too late. All in the dirt, or in the wild pitch by Addie Conkle, and the runner takes third base. Knocked down by Brooke, but she couldn't get there in time to throw her out. 2-1 to count to Shelby Quick. Shelby grounded back to Addie back in the first inning. We're in the second. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Good fastball. Two down. We're in the top of the second inning. 3 runs in. 4-3. Salem on top in the pitch. Ground ball towards second. Howard has it. The flip in time to retire the side. 4-3 on the putout. No runs. A couple of hits. An error. Key error. And there was 1 girl left. We have now played 1.5. We go to the bottom of the second inning with the Salem Tigers leading at 4-3. This is Tiger softball on KSMO Radio and District softball on Fidelity Local 6.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for home sweet home. We're for condos, tutors, single wides, and studios. We're for ranches, houseboats, 2 stories or 20. Red cedar, bluebirds, white squirrels, black walnuts, whatever's out your back door, we're for that. We're for watching the sun rise over the Mississippi and set over the Missouri. We're for kicking off your heels in a high-rise or hanging up your hat in the bootio. And if you have a home in Missouri, we have a policy for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
Tired of corporate America taking your hard-earned money? Then it's time to talk about Riverways Federal Credit Union. A credit union isn't a bank. It's a not-for-profit financial cooperative, meaning you have a say as a member owner to help manage your money. We offer a wide range of services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, commercial loans, construction loans, and so much more. Stop in at our convenient locations in Rolla and Salem, or visit our website at www.riverwaysfcu.org today. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Positively different. Riverways Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Sullivan, Missouri. Getting ready for bottom of the second. Standing in will be Lexi Woolman to lead it off here in the bottom of the second. 4-3. As Audrey Marcy gets a little reprieve as her teammates got back 3. 1-run ball game. Ball 1. To Woolman. That one's high, ball 2. They give Lexi that right center field gap. It's been pretty much consistent, but Lexi likes to pull. Left fielder right down the line, and that pitch is in the dirt. And it's 3-0. Problem with Marcy in that first inning was walks. She gave up 5 of them. 2 of those walks came in to score. And the bases were left loaded of people who walked. And the pitch comes home. Inside low, ball 4. Lexi's second walk. Last time she hit about 5 fouls. This time she didn't have that opportunity. So part of the field is in shade. That's the left side of the field where the third baseman is, as well as the pitcher. But the left fielder, shortstop, and center fielder are getting some good sun right in their eyes. The pitch coming in at Howard, and that's right down the middle for a strike. Howard got a little pop fly base hit that fell between second baseman Paulus and also Ambrose in right field. The pitch comes home. That's high, 1-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. 4-3, Salem on top. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Good cut by Anina. Didn't make connections. Woolman at first base, short lead, but she does get off the bag after the pitch comes to the plate. An old pop fly back and out of play. For your exterior needs, the Rainbow Siding and Guttering. They offer seamless guttering, new construction. They can replace your windows, soffit, and fascia. They do siding work. They can replace your garage doors and do metal roofing. Get a free estimate. It's easy. Call Rainbow Siding and Guttering, 729-2697, 729-2697, as Howard fouls off another. Change up there by Marcy. 1-2 the count. Nobody down. We're in the Bottom of the second inning. This is district baseball and softball from Sullivan, Class 3, District 10. Got a line drive in left field. That's going to be falling for a base hit. And Woolman will pull up at second base. The first two have reached. Howard didn't get all of it, but singled over the head of the shortstop pitch. And it'll bring up Brooke Adams, who doubled to right center to tally 2 back in the first inning. Really Salem's only solid hit up until that line drive by Nina. And Marcy brings it, and that's just a little bit high. Woolman at second. Howard at first. Pitch comes home, and it's a little bit low and inside. 2-0. Reggie Parks is on deck. 4-3 Salem. As the pitch comes home, that's a changeup and a strike on the upper edge of the strike zone, right at the letters. Adams taking all the way. There's a high pop fly to right center field coming on and making the catch nicely was the right fielder coming across, and that's Bailey Ambrose. She made a good play, got a good jump. Reggie Parks will stand in. Ball not hit extraordinarily hard, but falling fast, and Ambrose with that good jump got there to make the catch. Reggie Parks, who walked and scored her first time, stands in. Pitch is a strike call. Woolman dancing around down there at second, trying to get the attention of Hunter Pitts. Nina Howard at first base. Pitch just a little low. Good pitch by Marcy. Just missed on the outside edge. I guess that was very good. Good close pitch. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. We're at Bank of Sullivan Ballpark, Class 3, District 10 softball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Reggie down on strikes. 2 down. First strikeout for Audrey Marcy. St. James will have coming up in the third inning Kayla Donnelly, Bailey Ambrose, and Audrey Marcy. Tigers 2 on, 2 down for Chloe Bonner. Chloe takes one way high. Donnelly almost threw that one in the center field. Getting up there high was Marcy to snare it. Pitch just low and inside. 2-0. Bonner followed by Tatum Hantridge. Leadoff walk to Woolman, a base hit by Howard. They're still there now with 2 outs after a pop out and a strikeout. And a 2-0 coming home. High ball 3 to the freshman. Freshman center fielder, Chloe Bonner. So he gets back in. And a 3-0. Strike on the outside corner. Throw to first base, and getting back just in time was Howard. Tried to kind of dive on what was the dirt, but this isn't dirt. When she went down, her knees kind of came to a stop. She had to reach for the bag, but still made it back. 3-1 comes home. That's high ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Tatum Hantridge. Tatum got a walker first time. Addie Conkle and Bella Jadwin got RBI walks. 2 RBIs for Brooke Adams. And the pitch, that's a strike to Hantridge. And here it comes. A little bit low. No place to put her. Throw to second base by Donnelly. Almost caught Pitts off guard. The Tigers player Howard got back. 1-1 to count. The pitch comes home. Little pop fly. Short center field is going to fall for a base hit. A run's going to score. That's it. And that makes it 5-3. Right off the end of the bat for Tatum Hantridge. The base hit an RBI. as Woolman comes in to score. And with the bases loaded, they possibly had a force out at third or second. Bonner got down there pretty quick, but at third, they've had a better chance. Didn't get it. Conkle stands in, takes that one outside, ball one. Salem has responded with a run of their own, a little off the end of the bat dink single by Tatum Hatridge and the RBI. And the pitch, a fly right side over by Salem dugout and on the dugout. So the camera girl did not have her helmet on, but she does now. Ball didn't miss by too much. The 1-1 count. That's low, knocked down by Donnelly. Howard at third base. At second base down there, Chloe Bonner, and Hatridge at first. And a 2-1. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. 2-2. Bases loaded, 2 down. Uncle back in. Deep in the box. Waits. Here comes the pitch. A little pop fly on the infield. Who calls for it? The shortstop Hunter Pitts does and makes the catch. And that retires the side. Salem Tigers do score 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 3 left. Salem has stranded 6 in the first 2 innings, but they lead it 5-3. We'll come back in a minute. This is District Softball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Did you know that almost 60% of women in Dent County have never had a mammogram? That needs to change, and your friends at the Salem Memorial District Hospital are determined to change that with their new 3D mammography machine. And don't let finances be a concern. The hospital can offer you financial assistance to help pay for your mammogram. For more information or to schedule an appointment, call 729-6626 and ask for me, Julie Malone. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Reality check number 29. Moving your checking account shouldn't feel harder than moving to another state. At Town & Country Bank, we have a solution for that. We know switching banks can be a pain, so we invented the Easy Switch Kit. If you move your account to Town & Country, we'll do all the work for you. Set up your automatic deposits and withdrawals, and even help close your old account. How easy is that? Town & Country Bank. Smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC.
We go to the top of the third inning. 5-3, Salem on top. 4 in the first, 1 in the second for the Lady Tigers of Salem. 3 in the top of the second for St. James. Hey, you know, whether it's balls or strikes, fouls or flags, referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know they would never miss a call intentionally. So keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons we can teach our students. This message brought to you as a courtesy of your friends right here at KSMO Radio, Fidelity Local 6, and the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Michaela Donnelly standing in to face Addie Kunkel to lead things off here in the third inning. 5-3, Salem with the lead. Nina Howard playing way up the middle and leaves a big hole on the right side. And the first pitch on the outside corner to Donnelly is a strike. Donnelly singled her first time up. Ended up getting a couple of stolen bases, but was left at third base. Pitch, and there's a line drive kind of short hopping to Howard. The throw to first is in time. Ball had a lot of English on it. 4-3 on the putout. 1 down. Bailey Ambrose will stand in. Duncan Family Chiropractic at 216 West 3rd Street is a proud supporter of your Lady Tigers. Wishing them the best through district play. Dr. Amber Duncan, Duncan Family Chiropractic, 729-2321. And be listening soon for a big announcement coming up from Duncan Family Chiropractic. Pitch from Kunkel's way high with a fastball to Bailey Ambrose. Ambrose playing right field. Mistakenly had her as the pitcher, and I had a little glitch in my lineup card, but I got it all fixed. Anyway, a strike on the outside edge, 1-1 to count. Sun's beginning to fade out of the field of play, just a little bit left in left field and out in right and just a smidge in center. Pitch outside. 2-1. Salem in their navy blue jerseys with the Carolina blue shoulder caps and sleeves, and Tigers. They're in the field right now. As that pitch goes high and outside. St. James in their white pants, red socks, and then they have their striped red, white, and black stripes across their chest with the outline red Tigers and outline numbers. Pitch up and in, ball 4 to Bailey Ambrose. She draws a walk. The walk is the second of the night for Kunkel. Marcy, who struggled in that first inning, has 7 walks already in this game. Yeah, count them, 7. And she's at the plate right now. Marcy walked to lead off the second inning, ended up being picked off third, or this game might have been tied. And she grounds this one to third. Stoner has it. The throw to second base is low and between the legs of Howard. That'll be an error, and that allows the tying run to reach first base. No force out as the throw by Stoner went right through the legs of Howard. I didn't see it to be that terrible a throw, but Ambrose goes down to third base. Marcy reaches first, and Alyssa Doris will stand in with first and third and 1 out as Donnelly, the only out in the inning. That should have been the second. Waiting is Doris, who singled her first time up. And the pitch. He squares the bunt, takes it high. That's the runner steals second base. That's Marcy. The tying run at second. 1 down here. Uncle looks in. And the pitch. Ground ball towards the right side, and that ball is a foul ball. Foul ball. Umpire called it foul ball. Was right on the line where Parks caught it, obviously with the umpire looking right down that first base line. He called it foul immediately. 1-1 to count, 1 down. Runners at second and third. That's Ambrose and Marcy. Adams assigned a pitch. Outside and high with a fastball. 2-1 to count. We are in the top of the third inning. A long first 2 innings. Almost an hour. As the pitch comes in, a swing and a miss on one up out and around her eyes. As Doris chased that one 2-2. Doris got that bunt single back in the second inning. She waits. 2-2 count. Here it comes from Kunkel. Ground ball right back to Addy. Looks at third. Throws to first. Runner trying to score. The throw is not in time. And makes it 5-4. As Doris taps it back to Kunkel, the out is made. But then Ambrose, who bluffed her way down the third base line, took off as soon as Kunkel threw it to first. Parks throw not in time to Brooke Adams. And Marcy rolls over to third base. No RBI on that play, as basically the runner did not come home on the ground out, waited until the throw was made. Pitch a little tapper toward the right side. Softly hit ball, but out made to Mackenzie Brennan as Howard threw her out 4-3 on the grounder to second base. She just tried to poke that ball on the right and just got too close to Nina Howard. But St. James does score a run. They do so without a hit. They got 1 error and a walk, and they've narrowed the gap. 1 run, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We've now played 2.5 to go to the bottom of the third inning with a score: the Salem Tigers 5, St. James 4. We'll come back in a minute. This is Class 3 District 10 District Softball on KSMO Radio, and you're watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
At
K&H Supply, get RV and Marine antifreeze, 2 for $8 for the gallon size. Superstart 600 peak amp jump starter for $59.99. And AC Delco 6-ton bottle jack for $24.99. Stop by K&H Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store, right here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
This is Joe Brand with Edward Jones. Today's interest rates are creating real challenges for many Americans who live on a fixed income. Edward Jones has been helping individual investors like you for more than 130 years. If you have money coming due soon and want to hear about alternatives to possibly increase your income, help reduce your tax bill, or invest for growth potential, come see us at Edward Jones, 911 South Pershing, or call 729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. It is Bella Jowin to lead it off, then the top of the order, Denise Stoner and Lexi Woolman, and the first pitch is high from Audrey Marcy. Marcy has struggled with that control. 7 walks in the game, 1 strikeout, has given up 4 hits, 5 runs. Pitch right down the middle, 1-1. Field now all encompassed in shade or cloud cover, and the lights will take effect with a swing and a miss by Chadwin. 5-4 our score. Salem with a 4-0 lead in the bottom of the first. St. James got 3. Salem got 1. St. James got 1. On the third we are. And a pitch and a little pop foul to the screen off the 5th of Bella Jadwin. St. James in the field now with those white pants and the striped uniforms. I really like their uniforms with the numbers and letters outlined in red. They're white on the inside. And they have the red socks, and they're all going with the high sock look. 2-2. Foul off the fist. On the off-speed pitch, Bella just stayed alive. Audrey Marcy on the hill for Salem. I should say for St. James, facing Addie Conkle of Salem. And the pitch, a foul off to the right side. That's going to go back into the bleachers. And it trickles down the waterfall of steps to the bottom. 2-2 the count. Pitch to Chadwin is high, ball 3. No more games today. That's the only one today. 2 tomorrow, 4:30. The winner of this game will face Sullivan. And West Plains and Osage will tangle. The pitch, that's high, ball 4. Lead-off walk to Bella Jadwin, her second walk, the 8th of the game. Stoner has popped out to the shortstop. Lined out to the third baseman, and popped out to the catcher on a great play made by Donnelly at the fence. He squares the bunt. Go to second base, not in time. Goes into center field, but Jadwin didn't see where the ball went. Stayed at second. A little bunt and run. Stoner, strike call on that bunt attempt. Donnelly's throw down there went in the center, but Jadwin stays at the bag. Pitch to Stoner. Back on the outside edge. Good pitch. He's again lined out to third. Popped out to the catcher. There we go. Here comes. There's a line drive. Base hit into right center field. That's going to bring in a run and make it 6-4. Stoner heads to second base, and she'll pull up with an RBI double. Denise plugged the gap in right center field, gets the RBI. As Jadwin comes home, and that makes it a 6-4 ball game. Alexi was walked officially twice today and has scored twice. Stands at the plate. Pitch. Back on the outside corner. Six 4, Salem leads it. The next one, the Woolman, a foul as she came inside on her, knowing Lexi likes to pull. Still swing at that ball. Bigger Building Supply in Salem. Want you to know they handle a large selection of gray seal paints and enamels, interior, exterior doors, plumbing, electric, concrete, all kinds of neat things, signs and letters. They have it all for you. Whitaker Building Supply in Salem. Strike three called. A woman on a straight change. Woman took it. She's called out on strikes, and there's the first out of the inning. So remember to stop by Whitaker Building Supply to get all you need for your home, farm, and any construction needs you might have. Whitaker Building Supply in Salem, a proud supporter of your Lady Tigers. 729-5155. The first pitch to Nina Howard. Fastball high. Woman called out on strikes on that straight change. There's a smash one hopper, and knocking it down was the shortstop. No play pitch. That ball, not thinking it's going to come that high with that spin. This is a turf field, and that ball spun up, and she's trying to catch the ball with her palm up on her glove, and that's going to be an error. And that makes it first and second, still one out for Brooke Adams. Adams doubled in two, flew out to right, and the pitch. That's right down the middle with a fastball. Stoner drove in a run with a double after a walk to Bella Jadwin. That one's low, 1-1. And Woolman called out on strikes. Howard reaches on the error by Hunter Pitts. Another run for Salem has scored. There's a ground ball to pitch. She knocks that one out. Can't find it. Ball in the hole, and that will be another error on pitch. She got ate up by that ball, and the bases will be loaded. And Pitt's been able to field that ball. She could have thrown out Brooke, but didn't come up with it cleanly, so the bases are loaded for Reggie Parks. And the pitch is a ground ball foul. Turf is a whole different ball game than grass or dirt. Boy, that ball gets on you in a hurry. It seemed to happen that time. Pitch is a line drive into left center field. That might fall. It will fall. It's going to get cut off by the center fielder, but 2 runs are going to score and make it 8-4. Howard scores. Stoner scores. On the base hit by Parks in the left center field. 2 RBIs, 8-4 Salem. Ball is perfectly placed. Quick got to it and cut it off before it went to the fence, which possibly would have allowed Bray, the pinch runner, to go to third and maybe even score. So Bonner stands in, and Chloe takes it a little bit low from Audrey Marcy. Ball was just right in that left center field gap. And the pitch, that's high and outside. Salem 8, St. James 4. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Salem has a lot of crooked numbers on the board. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 3 here in the third. And the pitch, ground ball, that is just foul. Foul. Just foul by Chloe Bonner right down the third base line. Common Grounds Bistro is open every day, Monday through Saturday from 7 to 2, and then Thursday 7 to 8, Friday and Saturdays from 7 to 9, with great food every single day. Don't forget they got pizza now, too. Check it out at Common Grounds Bistro, right here in Salem, at 300B South Main Street. 453-2173 is the number to call for a carry-out order. Remember, homemade lasagna Thursday, prime rib on Friday, and pork steak Saturday from 4 until 8 o'clock. Common Grounds Bistro. There's a line drive into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Cut off there by Quick, and here comes the run trying to score. Cut off, and it's going to make it easy for Bray to score. Marcy cut off the good throw in by Quick. Otherwise, they would have had a play at home plate, but she cut it off and then relayed it. So Bonner with the base hit and the RBI makes it 9-4. As Bray came in, and down to second base goes Parks. So Tatum Hatridge will stand in. First and second. Pitch on the outside edge for a strike. Parks should be at third base after that throw went home. And the pitch to Hatteridge. And there's a line drive in the left center field. Back and over the head of the center fielder. Quick. In comes one run. Here comes another. The throw home. Not made in time. Too late. And another 2-run score as Bonner comes all the way around from first base. And it's 11-4 Salem Tigers. A double by Hatteridge into the left center field gap. And the Tigers had tallied 6 here, and Addie Conkle will be at the plate with a runner at second base and only 1 out. 7-run Salem Tiger lead. You know, when it comes to heating or cooling your home, don't forget Victor Heating and Cooling LLC in Salem can take care of you. They're your local Lennox and water furnace geothermal dealer. They're family owned and operated since 1934. Call them today for a free estimate. 729-4332, 729-4332, or stop by 301 East 4th Street in downtown Salem. Victor Heating and Cooling, LLC. Conkle will stand in. Runner at second base. 1 down. The pitch comes home. There's a high fly ball in the left center field. Called for, and the catch is being made out there by Walton. And brought back in 2 down. Conkle got a good pitch and tried to jack that one out of here with the wind blowing out. Hit it pretty deep, but not deep enough. And now Bella Jadwin will stand in here in this 3rd inning. Salem has batted around again for the 2nd time in the game. They lead 11-4. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Runner at second. 2 down now. Jadwin walked and scored in this inning. Walked back in the 1st inning, got an RBI. A slow change in first strike. Audrey Marcy, all those walks and now some errors have come back to Hunter. There's a foul straight back on a high pitch. Errors by Hunter Pitts at shortstop really hurt. And the pitch comes home. Strike 3 call. Inside corner to Jadwin on a straight change. 2 strikeouts in the inning, but in between all that, 6 runs scored on a total of 3 hits. There were 2 errors, and there's 1 girl left. We have now played 3. It's 11-4 Salem Tigers. We'll come back in 1 minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio and District Softball on Fidelity Local 6.
When you need your oil changed in a hurry, stop in at Knight Auto Care's Fast Lube at 307 Highway 3272 East here in Salem. Their full-service oil changes include up to 5 quarts of Valvoline oil and oil filter, plus an 18-point checklist where their service technicians check your lights, tire pressure, filters, fluid levels, and more. Tuesday's Ladies' Day, where ladies get $2 off their Fast Lube service, and Wednesday is Senior Citizens Day, where they get $2 off their Fast Lube service. To find out more, stop by Knight Auto Care Center's Fast Lube on Highway 3272 East in Salem, or give them a call at number 729-5815. Open a checking account today and get a free gift and refer your family and friends and receive another appreciation gift free from Progressive Ozark Bank. Just open a checking account today. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You'll also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus, enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, and free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and even get cash back. So stop in today at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
11-4, and we are going to the top of the 4th inning. Addie Conkle will get back on the hill as Abby Walton will lead things off. Salem with now a 7-run lead. It's their biggest lead of the game. They had a 4-run lead back in the 1st inning. And there's a little pop fly right at Reggie Parks. She has it, 1 out, kind of a humpback liner. And the 1 out is made on 1 pitch as Scout Paulus will stand in. Scout was hit by a pitch in the arm, her first plate appearance, and ended up scoring a run. Tigers play her to slap that ball, which is what she does, and she tries to bunts it right back towards the mound, and throw to first is in time. Good play made by Denise Stoner. 5-3 on the putout. And Scout's down too quickly here. 2 pitches, 2 outs. here in the fourth inning. And Hunter Pitts will stand in. Pitts bats on the right side. She doubled in 2 runs and popped out. And the pitch comes home. That's a strike on the outside edge. Addie Kunkel for Salem, given a 7-run lead by her teammates. Tigers with 7 hits in this game. The pitch, that's outside high. St. James has given them a couple of errors. Salem Tigers have made a few errors of their own in this one, a couple. And a pitch, a swing and a miss on a straight change. Getting back in is Pitts. 1-2 count from Kunkel. Here it comes. High pop foul off and out of play to the left side. Games tomorrow will be Sullivan versus the winner of this contest. That'll be at 4:30. And then the next game will be Osage and West Plains, and that will be approximately 6-ish. I'll have to say it, but probably 6:15 to 6:30. And the pitch comes in way high. They only have left an hour and a half in between games, and we're almost there now. We're in the 4th inning. I don't think we'll get through that an hour and a half tomorrow. You never know, though. You never know. 2-2 pitch comes home, and a swing and a miss. Oh, ball is dropped, or did she foul it? I guess not. Just throw it to first base and record the out. And that's it. A strikeout for Kunkel of Pitts. And then 2-3 on the put out for Addie. That is her 2nd strikeout of the game. Nothing across for the St. James Lady Tigers. We've now played 3.5. Our score, Salem Tigers 11, St. James 4. We're going to come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio and District Softball on Fidelity Local 6. Well, and we are back as we get to the bottom of the 4th inning. 11-4 our score. Pitch inside, ball 1 to Denise Stoner. Stoner has doubled in a run, popped out, and has lined out. 1 for 3. 2-0 pitch comes home. High ball 3. Audrey Marcy has walked 8 in this game. Struck out 3, and that's a walk. I'll make it walk number 9. And as we stand in, Lexi Woman will stand in at the plate. 11-4, Salem on top. The pitch comes home. That's high. Audrey Marcy has really struggled with the strike zone. 8 walks, a couple of errors behind her. A ground ball that is foul. The Salem Tigers have wrapped out 7 hits to go with that. Woman gets back in. Won't have long at bat in her first time up before walking. She scored after that. Then walked in the second, scored on that one, then was called out on strikes back in the 3rd inning. And the pitch comes home. There's a ground ball foul. Coach Carr has that one. Good job, Coach. It's a big round of applause from the Salem fans who are here today. Last 3 District 10 play here at the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark. The pitch and a high pop-up on the infield. Who wants it? And taken there by Emily Butts, the third baseman. 1 out. And Nina Howard will stand in. Howard reached on an error, singled twice, 2 for 3 in the game. Standing in from the right side, facing Audrey Marcy. And the pitch. Right in for a strike on the inside corner. Good pitch. They give Howard right center and the right field line. She can go that way. The pitch comes in. That's way high. Dancing around down there. Stoner at first base. Remember, this is an artificial turf field all the way around on the infield sector, and then it goes to grass, the outfield. And the pitch comes in. There's a ground ball up the middle, and that doesn't go through. Making a turn is Stoner now going to third base late, but she gets there on the base hit by Howard, who's 3 for 3. Sorry, 3 for 4, excuse me, and also reached on air. She's been on base all 4 times. So Brooke Adams, who doubled into, reached on an error and flew out to right, stands in. One of the 2 seniors on the Salem Tigers. Brooke Adams waits on the right side. Salem with a 7-run lead. The pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. They would like to add to that lead, maybe make this a 5-inning game. As the pitch comes home. There's a smash, base hit into left field. Right past Butts, and a run scores to make it 12-4. Now Adams roped that one into left field. Another RBI. She has 3 on the day. Coming in to score was Stoner. Ball was ripped. Howard stopped at second base, and Reggie Parks will stand in. Andrea Bray running for Brooke. Reggie, who's struck out, singled and walked, and the ball gets away with no advancement by Howard at second base. Did not get a good read on that ball. Reggie Parks, right-handed batter, waits. And the pitch, and there's a line drive in the left center field. That's a base hit. Here comes Howard. Coach Carr waves her home, and that'll make it 13-4 on a little pop fly single off the end of the bat by Parks. In the left center field, a humpback liner. Salem's had a lot of those in this game today, but it counts. 3 RBIs for Reggie. In this contest, Bray at second base, and the pitch a strike. So Salem now 13-4. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 6 in the third. They've tallied 2 here. And the pitch, the line drive in the left. That's a base hit. Here comes the runners. No, not going to be able to score on that one. As getting it back in very quickly was Abby Walton. So the bases will be loaded on that single by Bonner. Bonner roped that one down the left field line, but that's where they're playing her. On one hop, Walton had it, got the ball in quickly to where Bray could not score. So Tatum Hantridge, who's got an RBI base hit in this game, has also doubled, takes it high. Attridge waits, pitch. That's a strike. Attridge has 3 RBIs in this game. We got some Lady Tigers with some good RBI numbers. 3 for Brooke Adams, Parks, and now Attridge. She can make it more. Bases are loaded. Only 1 out. 2-1 to count to Tatum. And the pitch. A little bit low. 3-1. No place to put this hitter. Addie Conkle's on deck. Boy, it's really gotten cool here at the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark. The pitch comes in. That's high, ball 4. And that walk will drive in another run. That'll be her 4th RBI of the game. And it makes it a 14-4 Salem Tiger lead as Bray comes in to score. Parks to third base. Chloe down to second. And that might be it for this pitcher. Don't know. Never know if that's what the coaches want to do. They're going to talk a little bit about it out there. Brad Purvis, their coach, talks it over with the entire infield, does not make a pitching change. I want to tell you, SBU University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for the residents of Denton County and the surrounding area. They offer degrees in nursing, the RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education, and more. For more on the degrees and programs, you can contact Mission Counselor Chris Welch. And that number is 729-7071, 729-7071. As your American Family Insurance agent in Salem, and looking out for you no matter what happens, talk to Calvin Malone at American Family Insurance today. 729-5165-5165, or stop by 1104A South Main Street. Let Calvin help you with all your insurance needs. Calvin Malone and American Family Insurance. Andy Conkle at the plate takes a strike. Looked like Coach Purvis was going to change pitchers, did not. And the pitch, Conkle fouls that one back. It's 0-2. One out. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning. Salem with a 10-run lead now, 14-4. Conkle trying to add to it. Bases are loaded. One down to pitch to Addy. And a line drive in the right center field. That's going to clear the bases. Off the fence, almost a grand slam. Here comes 2 runs, and the third runner did not score because they held up at second base. No one was going to catch that ball, and that ball missed being a grand slam by about 2 feet. Conkle singles in 2 off the fence, and it's 16-4. 3 RBIs for Andy Conkle now. And they'll send pinch runner in for her as Parks and Chloe Bonner score. Attridge at third base because she stopped at second for whatever reason. Bella Javlin will stand in. And the pitch a little bit high. Boy, that's a pretty good-looking pitch. So C.C. Reed is out there running at first base for Addie Conkle. 16-4 and a line drive foul down the right side. Bella Jadwin. Audrey Marcy, that's the junior, pitching here for St. James. And the pitch comes home. Just missed outside. It's a good pitch. Bella Jadwin took it. She has walked twice. Got a run scored. Drove in a run. And the pitch. Fastball high and away. 16-4. Salem on top here. 5 runs scored here in the fourth inning. And the pitch comes in. That's ball 4, and the bases are loaded again. Another walk. That is the 3rd walk in this inning. 11th walk Salem has been given in this game. And the pitch comes into Stoner. A little bit low. The bases are loaded, only 1 out. Salem could end this here with an extra base hit. Get to 19. And the pitch, a strike on the inside corner. 15-run rule. Audrey Marcy trying to throw strikes here, and there's a foul back. Was pitch Stoner wanted back. Had a good rip at that one. Andy Conkle singled off the fence. Doggone near had a grand slam. Just missed it. Right now it's a 1-2 count to Denise Stoner. And the pitch, and there's a drive into right center. That's going to fall for a base hit and go to the fence. 2 runs will score, and a third will be held up. Again, Salem with some bad base running. As Stoner again gapped it. As the Salem Tigers have batted around here again. And that single by Stoner drove in 2 more. And that makes it 18-4. Attridge scored. Reed scored. Bella Jadwin ends up at third base for Lexi Woolman. And the pitch is high. Stoner with 3 RBIs. Adams with 3 RBIs. Reggie Parks with 3 RBIs. Conkle with 3. And Tatum Hatridge with 4. 18-4. The pitch in the dirt gets through the catcher, and for whatever reason, Stoner doesn't go to second base. Don't know why. Not for me to challenge, I guess. Still just 1 out. The pitch. Lexi fouls it off to the right side. 2-1. Quick Tan at 405 North Main Street has 6 tanning beds, and they have vegan deodorant, anthology lip balm, hemp oil, and they can do spray tanning and teeth whitening. Check them out Monday through Friday, 11:30 to 7, and Saturday 10 to 1. Quick Tan, 739-1113. Fastball's outside, 3-1, and salute new owner Kim Blue Wilson. Welcomes you to Quick Tan, 405 North Main Street. That pitch just missed, or it is on the inside corner. I'm going to say if it just missed, it barely missed. A late strike call makes it 3-2. 1 down, 1 at the plate. And the winning run is at third base. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck her out on a straight change. Woman down on strikes. That's the 4th strikeout by Marcy, and that's Lexi's 2nd time she went down. Nina Howard, who has 3 hits, has been on base 4 times, and has scored 3 times, stands in. 18-4. The pitch comes home. Nina takes a strike on the outside corner. Don't forget, if you live from Salem, around Salem, or if you're looking to move to Salem, we'll tell you how you can do it with one quick call. Swing and a miss. Call VIP Properties in Salem. Talk to Pat Tackett at 729-7622, and they can find the right piece of property for you or sell yours. VIP Properties in Salem. And the 0-2. Just a little bit outside. Boy, Donnelly held it there for the umpire. He just wouldn't give it to her. 1st and 3rd, 2 down. 7 runs in this inning. And the pitch comes home to Nina Howard. And a line drive, foul down the right side. And Mowbray Excavating and Dump Truck Services in Salem, ready to help you with your white rock, trap rock, topsoil, creek gravel, and filter needs. Call them to get a free estimate, 247-2788. Do accept your credit cards, and they are insured. Mowbray Excavating and Dump Truck Service. Howard waits. The 1-2. Here it comes. A foul straight back. Career Chiropractic Massage Therapy can help your body heal the natural way with chiropractic. And you can call Doc Weary, 729-2828, or Shelby Garrett, the massage therapist. Again, 729-2828. Stop by 216 West 3rd Street. Proud to support your Salem Tigers. The 1-2, and there's a ground ball up the middle, tipped, and to the shortstop pitch, throws in time. 1-6-3 on the putout to retire the side, but not before the Tigers score 7 runs. They do so on a total of 4, 5, 6 hits, and there was no errors, and there were 2 girls left. We have played 4. We go to the 5th inning. Salem Tigers leading it by 14, 18-4. We'll come back in a minute. This is Lady Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio and Class 3 District 10 Softball on Fidelity Local 6.
There's a lot to do at the newly renovated Salem City Park. Headlining the activities is the totally rejuvenated Alice Lou Craig Municipal Pool that offers visitors and residents of all ages a full day of fun. The park also includes a brand new splash pad adjacent to Billy's Playground, Salem's new all-accessible playground where children with different abilities can play together. The park has numerous ball fields as well as pavilions that are available to rent for private outings. For more information about the Salem City Park, visit the Salem Park and Recreation Facebook page online. You don't have to go out of town to rent a car. You can rent one right here in town at Larson Rental Cars. And they have cars available to anyone for their needs, including short vacations when you don't want to put miles on your vehicle, a person's short-term needs for a vehicle repair, or an extra vehicle for a family member who's come in town, or really any reasonable need you might have. For more information about Larson Rental Cars, call 729-3915 or stop by 503 North MacArthur in Salem. Larson Rental Cars.
We go to the top of the 5th inning here as the Salem Tigers have a 14-run lead, 18-4. And stepping in will be Shelby Quick, Michaela Donnelly, and Bailey Ambrose, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters in the St. James lineup. St. James has responded to Salem twice before, and this is the line drive base hit in the right. Oh, caught! That's caught! A nice jump on that ball by Bella Jadwin. She came in quick and was able to snare that ball about ankle high. Wow, that's a heck of a play by Jadwin, and there's one out. So that play by Jadwin makes it one less pitch or a batter that Kunkel will have to face. That ball was hit hard. That pitch changed up straight in for a strike to McKaylee Donnelly, who has singled and grounded out. Boy, quick hit that ball hard, and that was a heck of a play by Jadwin. She couldn't have made it playing where she is right now. But that last batter, she was cheating down the left side. Here's a high fly ball, short center field. Bonner coming in, makes the catch. 2 down. Ball hit off the end of the bat, just a high pop fly in the short center field by Donnelly. And Bailey Ambrose is St. James' last chance. Salem with a more than 10-run lead as we're in the 5th inning. If they don't get 5, this game will end. Kunkel trying to shut it down right here. Salem will come back and face Sullivan tomorrow at 4:30. Fastball in the outside corner. Lady Eagles, I think, are 22-4 in the year, so Salem will have their challenge in front of them tomorrow. But they still got to win this one. They still got to get out of this game. There's a swing and a miss by Ambrose. She was totally fooled on the straight change. Her bat was going out in front of her body before the ball ever barely got close to the plate. Quickly 0-2. And the pitch on the way from Kunkel. Here it comes with a straight change. Patty not doing a lot of fancy things tonight. Has walked a couple. Has struck out 2. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball towards short. Knocked down by Stoner to throw to first, and it goes past Parks. They got a chance to throw it out a second. That ball's going to be in time as Lexi Wolin puts on the tag. So the error on Stoner, but then you go 5, 4, 6 on the putout, and that ends the ball game as Ambrose trying to get to second base, thrown out to end the game. The Salem Tigers win this one by a score of 18-4, and they'll face Sullivan tomorrow at 4:30. We'll come back with stats for you in 2 minutes. You're listening to Tiger Softball on KSMO Radio, watching it on Fidelity Local 6.
Tax season is still a while away, but it's never too early to start tax planning and tax consultation. Let Jackie or Beth at Taxmasters help you start preparing for the upcoming tax year. They also have over 30 years of accounting and payroll experience. Stop by and see Jackie and Beth at Taxmasters today, located at 510 North Main Street in Salem, or call 729-3001.
This is Mike Elliott with Town & Country Insurance. We represent many different insurance companies which allow us to offer you competitive rates by checking your insurance with many companies. We're able to find more value for you this way. Town & Country Insurance has been serving the surrounding area for over 50 years. Stop by and see Laura Arts, Sarah Edwards, or myself at 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank. Or you can call our office at 729-6624. We also have offices in Rolla and Licking to serve you.
Out of town and want to know what's going on in Salem, how the Salem Tigers did, or who may have passed away? There's only one way to get that information quickly, and that's by going to Your World Today online. Go to KSMORadio.com and click on the Your World Today button, and you'll get the latest edition online, or check out the Your World Today archives. And if you are in town, pick one up in any of the 30-plus locations in Salem and Bunker. Your World Today, they're free. Open a checking account today and get a free gift, and refer your family and friends and receive another appreciation gift free from Progressive Ozark Bank. Just open a checking account today. Progressive Ozark Bank makes switching banks easy with 3 great checking accounts to choose from. You'll also receive a new debit card the same day you open your account, issued instantly with no waiting. Plus, enjoy free internet banking, free mobile deposit, and free bill pay, and enroll in e-statements and even get cash back. So stop in today at Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured and equal housing lender.
Well, back here at the Bank of Sullivan Ballpark, the home of the Sullivan Eagles for district play, Salem Tigers got out to a 4-0 lead. Watched St. James come back to make it 4-3. Got a 5-3 lead. St. James made it 5-4, but it was all Salem after that. 13 unanswered runs. They win this one 18-4. Salem Tigers got great pitching from Addie Kunkel. 5 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs, all of them unearned, as a matter of fact, and then 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. She did hit a girl in the game. For Marcy, Audrey didn't quite fare as well. Salem Tigers banged out quite a few hits in this game as they really started turning the bats on. And when you start talking about getting 13 hits, 11 walks, and 3 errors behind her, that didn't help her out at all in this one, as she had a total of 12 earned runs scored against her. But again, Salem Tigers hitting the ball well in this contest, and some not so well hit balls that fell in as well. But 11 walks sure didn't help the situation for St. James. Salem, as I mentioned, 18-4 winner. They got 2 hits out of Denise Stoner, 3 RBIs, 3 hits out of Nina Howard, who scored 3 times, 2 hits out of Brooke Adams and 3 RBIs there. Reggie Parks, 2 hits and 3 RBIs. Reggie scored 3 times. Brooks scored 3 times. 2 hits for Chloe Bonner, an RBI in the game. Also 2 hits for Tatum Hantridge. She drove in 4. Addie Kunkel had a big hit and drove in 3 off the fence. And the Tigers just up and down the lineup had people on base all night long and win this one to go to 8-11 on the season as they defeat the St. James Lady Tigers in Class 3 District 10 play by a final score of 18-4. Keep it here, KSMO Radio 1340 AM, your hometown radio station. We thank you for joining us for this game. And, of course, we do want to tell you that we'll be back tomorrow, 4:30, against the Sullivan Eagles, right here on KSMO Radio, starting things out with Tiger Talk and Coach Philip Carr. We'll have that at about 4:15, and then the play-by-play right here on KSMO Radio and online at ksmoradio.com. For Hannah Bagger Station, and, of course, for all of you listening out there, again, we apologize for not having it on the Fidelity Local 6 channel. We did have some technical difficulties. It did stream, and they will have it on Local 6 later tonight on HD 406 on a replay basis, but we apologize, could not get that done live. Natalie did everything she could in her power. I'm going to blame it on Kenny. What do you think? Yeah, I'll blame it on Kenny. So we can always razz Kenny. He has no sense of humor anyway. But anyway, anyhow, we do thank our friends from Fidelity for being with us for a lot of these games this year. And right here on KSMO Radio, thank you again for joining us. Lady Tiger softball, at least another game tomorrow. And if Salem should win that game over Sullivan, they'll be playing again Friday afternoon at 5 o'clock. Obviously, with a football homecoming, we would not be able to be there to bring that game. And so we would just have to see what happens. But in the meantime, we'll try and do what we can to maybe make arrangements. But first off, got to beat Sullivan tomorrow. 4:30, 4:15 with Tiger Talk Coach Philip Carr. Again, for everybody here, and we thank them for helping us through the game today. And for Hannah Bagger Station, have yourselves a great evening. Good night from Sullivan, Missouri.
Thanks for joining us for Salem Tiger Sports on KSMO Radio AM 1340 and online at ksmoradio.com. Salem Tiger Sports has been proudly brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, K&H Auto Supply, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Auto Supply, the Salem Memorial District Hospital, Town and Country Bank, Fairground Auto Plaza, Your Community Health, Riverways Federal Credit Union, Salem Farm Equipment, Knight Auto Care, Progressive Ozark Bank, Edward Jones, Fleming Variety, the City of Salem, Town and Country Insurance, Larson Collision Center and Rental Cars, Tax Masters, Common Grounds Bistro, Farmers Insurance, Looking Glass Salon, Haven Motors, Duncan Family Chiropractic, Whitaker Building Supply, Victor Heating and Cooling, Quick Tan, VIP Real Estate, Rainbow Siding, SBU of Salem, Dr. Emmett Reary, DOC, Mowbray Excavating, D&D Supply, American Family Insurance, Conway Construction, and Your World Today. Join us.